Ladies and gentlemen, there comes a time in every person's life when they must ask themselves, is this who I truly want to be? Am I living the life I envisioned? If the answer is no, then it's time to make a change. It's time to reinvent your life. Reinvention is not about discarding who you are, but about embracing your potential to become more. I too faced moments where I felt stuck, where the life I was living didn't align with the dreams I held within. It was in those moments of reflection and courage that I decided to take charge of my destiny and reinvent myself. Today, I stand before you as living proof that transformation is possible. You have the power within you to redefine your path, to break free from limitations, and to create a life that reflects your deepest aspirations. So let's embark on this journey together. It's time to reinvent your life, to step into your greatness, and to live with purpose and passion. Like a plant, your mind works on its own. I really enjoy reading James Allen's book, As a Man Thinks It. He says that the mind is like a yard, as an example. For some reason, weeds don't need any help to grow. They don't need water. They don't need to be outside. They don't need to have good soil. They'll grow through sidewalk cracks. Do I have it right? But there are special steps you need to take if you want to grow orchids, roses, or any other kind of unusual flower. In the same way, you don't have to push yourself to think negatively, be depressed, hate someone, want payback, want to get back at someone, hit yourself over the head, or feel guilty. You don't need to do anything to make that happen. This is how your mind works. That will be done by itself. You have to be ready to go against the grain if you want to become truly great and start living a happy, successful, and healthy life. You have to be ready to put your will together and say, even so, I'm in charge here. I'm not going to let this bring me down or break me. I'll be stronger and better when I get back. You need to say out loud that this is what you believe in. This is your chance to protect your dreams and your peace of mind. You're in favor of health. You're going to do anything to get what you want. If you want to change, it won't be easy. Everyone would do it if it were really easy. Really, though, you'll do everything you can. In fact, I'm going to make things better. I'm not going to do anything and whine and cry about what took place, what went wrong, and who did what. There is something I'm going to do about this. Next, you should know that things will get better for you, and they will. You see, life goes in cycles. You're not what it is. Right now, whatever you're going through has not come to stay. It has happened. Not to stay, just to go by. It's only going through. Figuring out what's going on is the hardest part. This is what life is like. This will also go away. And keeping things in perspective, or putting them in perspective. I was training at a college. The training was over 2 days, beginning with introduction and continuing with the training I gave. Even though I'm a motivational speaker, I also lead processes and personal dynamics that help people go through changes that activate the right and left sides of their brains and change how they see themselves. The kids in this game are 17 and 18 years old. I did it with them so they could start to see how they make decisions or how they would stay alive. They got what they asked for in this exercise. We had them do it on their own, and then all together, more than 30% of them wrote that committing suicide was their first choice in order to stay alive. This means that the number of young people who commit suicide has risen by 300%. Another 5,000 people will be able to end their own lives this year. Why? What were they thinking? They stand up. I told them I was shocked. I asked, what do you mean? At least we wouldn't have to suffer. Then they were brave enough to write down everything they planned to do after they killed themselves. I tell Kadumbo to shut up and stop. That's it when you find a long-term answer to a short-term problem. The game is over. That's it. You're not going to do anything. The top was written by anyone. You can put down your pencil. See, a lot of us start to focus on problems and let them overtake us because we don't have a full picture of who we are. It seems like we have no other choice. We start to think there's no way out. Say it again. There's always a way. If you want to do something, you can. Say, I can't be stopped, and shake someone's hand on both sides. Saying things to yourself like, I can't be stopped, is important. This won't make me sad. I'm going to be like Leo Pascal if I fall down. You said that life would have some low points, but when it does, it will be high lows. What kinds of things can you do when you work on yourself? Do some things for yourself and go for walks. Going for a walk will give you time to think about your life and yourself. Enjoy the universe by looking at it and stopping to smell the roses along the way. Play upbeat music that makes you feel good. I have nothing but treats. Some of the things I do help me recharge my energy. That's what I'm getting ready for because I know unexpected things will happen. A very close friend of mine died not long ago. I made a plan for myself. Sometimes I read books that make me feel better and listen to tapes that get me pumped up. Because everyone has bad days where they don't want to get out of bed. You want to stay there. You won't always want to leave the house. You may feel bad sometimes and not understand why. What's wrong? I'm not sure. Leave me alone. What took place? I'm not sure. It's called life. Do something else. Take full charge of your life. Accept where you are and the fact that you have to get yourself where you want to go. Someone told me that in life, we have two main options. There are two options. We can either accept things as they are or change them. There are a lot of people who don't want to take responsibility. The only thing they want to do is talk about it. Every time you see them, they will tell you their story over and over again. No, you wish to be in charge of your own life. I'm leaving because I got myself here and I can get myself out of this. I'm not going to be a victim for free. Life has two types of people, according to George Bernard Shaw. He said there are people who do things, people who watch things happen, and people who don't know what happened. And he said that people who do well in life look for the things they want in their lives. They make them if they can't find any. They make them. You have to decide that the way you've been acting doesn't work for you before you can start to get free. You need to change your plans, which means starting over with your life and becoming a new person. You have the power to make that happen. You can choose to alter that. You're not going to be weak. You can choose to stand up to life. You can tell me to live every day like it's my last. You are in charge of making that choice. You make the choice. I'm going to improve myself and work on myself. I'm going to give myself power. And all of these things that are happening to me right now are only bothering me for a short time. They're not stronger than I am. I'm in charge here. Next, make a difference between what you do and who you are. That's the point of the shame trap. Remember that many people will never let you forget the bad things you did or the things you used to do. We've all done bad things in our lives. We've all done things we wish we hadn't, if we could do them again. Many things I would have done differently if I could do them over, or if I knew then what I know now. That's how it did happen. That's what you call living. That's not how I did it. Do you not want me to talk about that? Why do you keep telling me about what I did? What do you think? I'm not interested. I did that before, but I won't do it today. That's why you like it. Picking on a man who isn't guilty. Hey there. Make a list of the traits you want in the person you want to become while you are changing your life. What are the things you need to get past? Which parts of your personality do you know you need to change because they are hurting you? What parts of your personality are your strengths? What do you do well? To make that choice, you need to look at and evaluate yourself. Also, we need some help to get out of a rut. Find some reviewers you can trust, people who love and care about you. There are some things that keep us from growing and breaking out of ruts. The first is that we link comments to ourselves. It hurts us deeply. We want to know where we are failing and where our blind spots are when someone tells us. We want everyone to think good things about us. We're not great. It hurts. I trust a friend who gives me feedback. I love him even though I don't like him. I don't get what I want from him. He tells me what I need to hear to get better. It hurts. It hurts when he makes me face the music. It's getting to me, but I can only grow that way. I'm glad he loves me enough to tell me the truth instead of what I want to hear, even if it means losing our friendship. Find a support group with people who you can talk to and who may be going through the same thing. Support groups are very helpful because they let you talk about the problems you're having. It's also possible that one person can show you how they deal with that scenario and make room for you. Start to think about different ways you might be able to solve the problem. We need help to grow. We grow from people and ideas. As I said before, life is the subject of another thing. You cannot change what happened in the past when you let it happen to you. However, you can understand what happened. You can change the way you see it. It was hard for me for years because I felt bad about being adopted and had to do interviews for adoption agencies and foster homes. I was also on TV once, and I told the people there that I was going to give away my twin brother and me when we were 6 weeks old. As luck would have it, a friend of mine was listening and said, "I'd love to have lunch with you." I went to see her because of this. She said that when a woman feels the movement of life inside her for 9 months, it's normal for her to learn to love that baby, to expect it to come here when she's in pain, and to bring it into the world. When your mom, Mamie Brown, came to adopt you, she didn't do that. She looked at your real mother and told her, "I'll take them." It wasn't less that you got. You were picked out with love. The same things happened. I just reworked it in a way that makes me feel stronger. Do you understand what I'm saying? So when you look at your past, give it meaning that makes you feel strong. I used to be there. I'm not there right now. I'm getting bigger. Here's something I want you to think about right now. Think about a time or event in your life that you really regret and feel bad about. You would do something different if you had to do it again. After that, I want you to picture yourself and tell yourself, "I love myself no matter what, and I forgive myself. I would have done better if I had known better." I want you to think of someone who hurt you, let you down, or that you don't like. I want to talk about the mind and how it works with you. Tell you something really stupid I used to do. You should know that I hated my mother and father for years because, as I thought at the time, they gave me away. Also, guess what? I had no face for the hate because I had never seen either of them. I told them I hated them for that. After that, I told them it was okay and forgiven them. If they hadn't given me away, I would never have had the fantastic mother I do now. She is the best mother in the world to me. Remember, the journey of reinvention is a testament to your strength and resilience. It's never too late to start anew, to dream bigger, and to pursue the life you've always desired. Embrace change with an open heart and a determined spirit. You hold the pen to your life story. Write it boldly with courage and conviction. Reinvent your life and watch as your world transforms into a reflection of your highest potential. Your new beginning starts now. Embrace it, live it, and inspire others to do the same. The best version of you is yet to come.